White Sox. Milwaukee brings one of the top heart of the order tandems to Petco tonight in Ryan Braun and the left-handed power Prince Fielder. With 552 saves as a Padre, Trevor Hoffman makes his first return to San Diego now as the Brewers closer. So much for a slow news day. It's the Brewers and Padres right now.
Well, those Brewer and Padre uniforms look so much alike.
Exactly alike.
He looks so much the same. And welcome to Petco Park. Game one of the series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Mark Neely along with Tony Gwynn, Munn on vacation for this homestand. I tell you what, it's been such a busy day, but let's focus on the field. The Brewers were hoping to add some pitching because, quite frankly, they've been scuffling in that area.
They really have. I mean, they got off to a great start, but you see since June 1st, this has been a Padre, a Brewer staff. This ERA is like almost 6, and opponents are hitting almost 295. And really the same could be said for the relievers. And so, their general manager, Doug Melvin, I'm sure is still, beating the bushes, trying to find some pitching. But right now, the Brewers are an offensive club. They're a club that can put runs on the board, and pitching-wise, they're struggling a little bit.
Though they're at 500, they still feel they're right in the thick of things in the NL Central. Now, for the Padres, they come in having won 3 consecutive games. First time they've done that in 2 months, and were really swinging the bats well at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they really were. And, and the thing that I like about it is, to get some extra base hits, not just singles. They're starting to hit some home runs. They're starting to hit some home runs with guys on base. And that's what you like to see. You like to see these young guys starting to figure it out, starting to understand what they need to do on a daily basis. In the last 3 games, offensively, they've really been outstanding.
It should be an interesting night here at Petco. The pitching matchup for this one. It is Braden Looper, who had won his last 4 decisions before a loss in his last start against Atlanta, giving up 5 earned runs in 6 innings on Sunday. And Chad Godin has allowed 1 earned run in 3 of his last 4 starts, but is looking for his first win in just over a month. That's the Union Tribune pitching matchup. Go beyond the game. Go to Padres.uniontrib.com. And some of the ceremonies going on as Trevor Hoffman returns to Petco Park and San Diego. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Brewers and Padres, and the lineups at first pitch are straight ahead.
And let's take a quick look at the Brewers lineup. The recently acquired Felipe Lopez leading off in Council. Ryan Braun, .419 average in his last 8, followed by Prince Fielder, Hart, Cameron at center, Hardy, Kindle, and the pitcher Braden Looper batting 9th. Lopez leading off, and we are underway from Petco Park. First pitch darts outside. Get underway right on time at 7:05 and 71 degrees at game time. Strike on the inside corner from Chad Godin. Godin making start number 18 on the season. Towards short, and Everett Cabrera. And Lopez retired, and that's the way this one begins.
Chad got that. He's really throwing the ball well. His last couple of outings really has been impressive. And the thing with Chad is, you know, keep the ball down, locate the fastball, and let your defense work for you. And he's thrown the ball extremely well here the last couple of outings.
Gave him just 1 run in 7 innings his last time out, though a no decision at Washington. Third baseman Craig Counsell. A strike on the outside corner.
The other thing about Chad is his facial hair grows quicker than anybody I've ever seen. He was clean shaven last homestand.
That beard's pretty full. Out of play left side. No balls, 2 strikes.
And with his Brewer lineup, you sure like to keep the bases empty before you get to 3 and 4.
Kid Baca in his first season as the manager of the Brewers. Ricky ball down and in. Guy who has had success at previous stops. The Oakland Athletics. That one drops low. 2-2 on Council. 1 out, just underway. Just missing that outside edge. And it runs to a full count.
Chad going for the outside corner there. Just missed.
Fielder due up 4th in the inning. And the 3-2 to Council. That is fair behind the bag, and Adrian makes the long toss. Godin wins the race to the bag. That play looked a little slow in developing.
It did. I mean, Adrian backhanded that ball, and Chad got a late break off the mound, but was able to outrace Council to the bag.
There's the Padre defense tonight. It is Blanks, Gwynn, and Venable in the outfield. Venable coming off a terrific game yesterday in Cincinnati. He makes his 15th start and 21st overall game. 4 hits, including a 3-run home run, knocked in 4 yesterday. Ryan Braun batting with the bases empty. Impressive 393 on base, 21 homers. And I had forgotten a guy who made his major league debut right here.
Yeah, he did.
At Petco Park.
So we were at the park that night. Met his mom and dad from Granada Hills. And this guy's a complete player. I mean, not only does he hit and hit with power and drive in runs, but he's a good base runner. Kind of taken to left field pretty quickly because he came up as a third baseman, and the Brewers decided to put him in the outfield last year. And been an all-star the last 2 years.
Braun did not make his big league debut until May 25th of 2007 here in San Diego, but still won the Rookie of the Year. Shallow right, long run though for Eck, and he's called off, and Venable makes the catch. Godin sets the Brewers down in order in the top of the first. Nice work with the sand out on the beach. Padres coming up. Bottom of the first, here's Bud Black's Padres tonight. It has Gwynn leading off in center field. Then Eckstein, Adrian Gonzalez, and Kyle Blanks in the cleanup spot with a 5-game hitting streak. Then Headley playing third, Venable in right, Blanco catching, with Cabrera in the 8th spot and Godin pitching. Tony leading off. Takes a first pitch strike from the hurler, Braden Looper.
Looper making his 22nd start. You see he's 9-5. He's really been the Brewers' best pitcher this year. Not going to overpower you. Fastball split. Change up, little slider.
First season with the Brewers for Looper. Whack towards right center field. And that is down for a base hit, cut off by Hart. Now overruns it, and Tony will advance to second. Well, Hart seemed to be playing Tony a bit towards the line and had a longer run, and then when he got to it, couldn't come up with it cleanly, and Gwynn winds up at second to begin the first.
Well, Tony knocks this ball into right center field, and it looked like a split finger that was up, and you see him, watch him take a quick look up to see where the runner was. And little Tony was going to shut it down, and he sees him boot the ball and gets himself in the scoring position.
So a single and an E9. Fourth error of the season charged to Hart, and Eckstein showing bunt.
It's like we talked about in the open, the Padres have done a really good job here the last few games of putting runs on the board early, giving your pitcher something to work with, getting a lead.
Bunt laid down by Eck. Counsell bare hands and throws with Lopez covering. 5-4 on the sacrifice, and Gwynn over to third with one out. Here's the Brewer defense. Brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. They kind of lost in all the shuffle with Trevor Hoffman back and the Peavy trade and all that. Is Mike Cameron's back.
Yeah, another former Padre. They're during those playoff years.
In fact, during Peavy's, shall I call it, going away press conference, Mike Cameron snuck in.
I'm sure.
He snuck in briefly to Peavy's press conference and then snuck back out. Strike on the inside part to Adrian.
Well, Mike probably snuck in to tell him what it was going to be like in Chicago, being that Mike played there. Can still do it, still go get it.
Well, I wonder what's going through Adrian's mind. I'm sure it was a bit of a tumultuous day for him, wondering where it would all wind up today. And as it turns out, he stays right here.
I think him and Heath Bell both probably were thinking, there's a possibility that they might not be here.
Inside to Gonzalez. 2 balls and a strike.
But again, I just think that the fact that Jake Peavy wants to win, sped up this deal, decides to go ahead and go to Chicago. See Kevin Towers right there. I'm sure he perked up when Kenny Williams called him.
Yeah, and only KT probably knows this, but the Peavy deal, perhaps that thwarted an Adrian or a Heath deal that might have happened.
Well, I certainly think that. I don't have any information, but that's a big payroll chunk coming off the books. Let's see. Chris Young, Kevin Correa, the guys starting pitching, and let's face it, starting pitching is a hard commodity to find. Everybody's looking for it. And the Padres helped themselves today with getting 4 quality arms. And even though some of them might not be major league ready, they might be later on down the line.
3-2 pitch. Over the mound. Here comes Gwynn. He will score. Hardy throws out Adrian, but Gonzalez picks up his 60th run batted in. And the Padres have produced a run here in the first.
Well, Adrian barely able to get that ball over Looper's head. Anthony got a good jump from third base. A little changeup running away from him. He bounces it over Looper's head, and Hardy's only got 1 play, and that's the out at first. So they cash in on the mistake out in right field, and Padres put a run on the board.
Base is empty for Blanks with 2 away. Kyle has bumped the average up to 220. Look at the on-base percentage, though. 340 with 4 home runs. Home run number 4 on the season. He hit in the first inning on Wednesday night in Cincinnati, and he hit it 451 feet into the second deck there at Great American Ballpark.
I'm sitting at home in front of the TV set watching that game. I just kind of envisioned how far that ball would have gone here.
He didn't miss that one. It was hit well.
And again, this is a young Padre team. You got guys like Gwynn and Blanks and Venable and Headley. And this is their opportunity to find out if they can do it here. And Blanks is one of those guys who's just got all kind of potential. I mean, he's, Matt Latos, the way he pitched in Cincinnati.
Yeah, the other night, Latos, Burke, and Ekstrom combined on a 1-hitter. 3 rookie pitchers in the 7-1 Padre win on Wednesday night.
And so some of these young guys are getting their opportunity, and they're taking advantage of it. And Blanks kind of struggled when he first came up, but now he's starting to find himself.
And he walks on the 3-2 pitch. Cooper shaking his head as he loses Blanks.
And that's what the veteran guys on this team are going to have to do. You see Henry Blanco talking with Cabrera, talking about hitting, talking about what pitchers are going to do, talking about all those little things that are involved in the game when you got to play 162. So David Eckstein, Henry Blanco, Adrian Gonzalez, those guys are going to have to to lead. And, with all the other stuff that's gone on, and we haven't even mentioned yet, is that the Padres have a new hitting coach in Randy Reddy.
Wow. Up the middle, and Headley, a base hit. Blanks now to second base as Cameron fires it in. Well, the second hit of the inning, a Chase Headley single, and it's 2 on, 2 outs.
There's the new hitting coach, Randy Reddy. Chase Headley going right back up the box with a base hit, and that's what you want to see. You want to see guys go up to the plate, have good at-bats, hopefully put some together, and I know having played with Randy, that's what he's going to talk about. He's going to talk about simplifying it, keeping it simple. Having some fun. You're in the big leagues. have some fun, learn your lessons, work hard, and let's see if we can all try to get better together.
Venable out in front. Will coming off his best day as a big leaguer yesterday in Cincinnati. 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and a 3-run home run in the 7-4 Padres victory. Take the last 3 games of that series. Padres take 6 of 7 from the Reds this year. And there's Edgar Gonzalez at the ballpark.
See Edgar? Talked to him earlier in the week, and he was struggling earlier, and he said now he's feeling a whole lot better.
Oh, 2 pitch to Will, and he takes low.
Offensively tonight against Looper, what you want to do against Braden Looper is make him throw strikes. He's going to throw a lot of split fingers, a lot of balls down in the zone, try to challenge you up out of the zone. You want to make him, come to you.
Just missing there. Looper had all that time as a closer in his career.
Yep.
This may sound kind of weird, Tony. Is he a starter that almost still pitches like a reliever?
That
split?
To me, that's kind of how I think about him. I mean, he went to St. Louis. He was in St. Louis the last couple of years and really did a great job, I thought, as a starter. And the same could be said here in Milwaukee. He's done a great job, but
he still kind of brings that closer's type stuff at you as a starter.
And the only thing I would add to that, or I would say to that, is he's a guy that likes, he likes to come at you, but, in the starter role, especially early in the game, you see a lot of off speed, a lot of change-ups, a lot of split fingers, trying to get that aggressive hitter to use that aggressiveness against him. Again, change-up.
And a full count.
See that grip? That looked like a split finger. Not a change-up.
Which I guess that split can really be a change in a lot of ways, right?
And he likes to throw it.
And the runners will be off with the pitch. 2 on. 2 outs and a 3-2 to Venable.
Again, that pitch is only 80 miles an hour. Venable a little bit out in front, bangs it off his big toe. As a hitter, these are not good.
Not the first guy that's fouled a split off his foot.
No, it won't be the last.
Another 3-2.
A little bit different grip.
On the left field side, a long run for Counsell as he nears the seats, and it's back a couple of rows. Cooper now at 27 pitches here through, well, not quite the first inning.
Looks like a fastball. 2-seamer.
Got it up there at 91. Catcher Blanco on deck. Cooper brings the 10th pitch of this at bat to Venable. And gets him looking on the inside corner. Padres do get a run in the inning. On a couple of hits, there was an error and 2 men left. And after 1-0 San Diego.
as we take on the Brewers at 105 and receive a free Padres lunchbox for kids.
All kids 14 and younger receive a Padres lunchbox presented by the National Education Association. Cleanup hitter Prince Fielder leads off for Milwaukee. You were in St. Louis for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
How about the home run derby? I know he didn't win it, but the display that Prince Fielder put on in the home run derby was pretty darn impressive.
Well, yeah, he did win it. And I'll tell you what, he's
right.
This year he's really, to me, has really matured and has kind of taken his game to the next level. You know, hitting over 300 right now, 25 homers, 89 ribbies.
He outlasted the kid from the Rangers.
He did.
Nelson Cruz.
And everybody thought that, you know, he put so much effort into his swings that he would be a guy that tired out, and he didn't. He won it.
3-0 here from Godin. .25 home runs for Fielder. 89 RBI, second most in the National League. Line strike, and it's 3-2.
Well, he's got power to all fields, and this year he's using the whole field.
And he lost him outside ball 4. Fell behind 3-0, got it back full, but Rodin walks Fielder to begin the second. Right fielder, Corey Hart. Hart and Godin can compare beards here, can't they?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
Same kind of look. I think Godin's a little thicker, though.
Got it past him there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So on the left, the man's real thick, you know, towards his chin. You know, Corey Hart's still working on it, but both have nice little edge there on Corey Hart's.
Corey Hart is 6'6", 230 pounds. Big guy with power, can run. He's had 20 homers, 20-plus steals each of the last couple of years. Breaks his bat, but sends it into left field. And then Fielder down to second. It's 2 on, nobody out.
Got ahead in a count. He broke his bat on that, but still strong enough to get it into left field. Hook that ball into left field.
So here's Mike Cameron. He's on base at 361. 15 home runs on the year. And punches that through the right side. Fielder be held up at third as Venable hits the cutoff man Gonzalez, so the bases are loaded.
You know, I was just going to say, you know, you saw David Eckstein come up and bunt, you know, Tony Gwynn Jr. to third base, get him in the scoring position, give him an opportunity to score a run. Brewers are on the other side of that. You know, they're going to swing the bats. And so Mike Cameron, nice job of hitting here. He's trying to hit a ball to right field. Saw that big hole between first and second. Hits the ball to right field to load the bases. But the Brewers' style of play normally isn't to move runners into scoring position. They're going to swing the bats.
Shortstop J.J. Hardy takes a strike. And I didn't realize how good a hitter's park Miller Park is until recently. But it's pretty conducive to scoring.
And that's one of those places whether the roof is open or closed. It's a good hitter's park.
And on the fist, and Hardy swings and misses. Up high to Hardy. There's the Brewers opening up this series with the Padres tonight. Already without Ricky Weeks for the season. Now on strikes, and Hardy fans for the first out.
Nice job right there by Godad. 1-2, not giving in, throwing him something to see if he would chase something out of the zone. Throws him a breaking ball. Hardy out in front. I think at the beginning of the year, this was a Brewer team that I think most people thought could contend with the way that they put runs on the board. But honestly, we're going to wonder where the pitching was going to come from.
Yeah, you lose CC Sabathia. That's obviously a huge loss, but the Brewers made the postseason last year, first time since 1982 when they were back in the American League. As I mentioned, this year lost Ricky Weeks back in mid-May, left wrist injury, surgery, out for the rest of the year. And then Bill Hall not having a real good year, and he agreed to go to AAA recently.
Yeah.
1-1 to Jason Kendall.
Well, this was pretty much a homegrown team. I mean, Hart, Braun, Fielder, Gallardo. Some good young players that all kind of came up together. And, you add CC Sabathia last year, and they were able to win and get to the postseason.
Well, Jeff Suppan was scheduled to make the start tomorrow. He was placed on the DL yesterday. And they called up Mike Burns to make the start.
And like we were talking about at the Open, a lot of people really thought they were going to go out and try to find themselves a pitcher. And unfortunately, it didn't happen at the deadline, but I don't think that's going to stop them. They're still going to try to find some pitching.
1-2 pitch. Bases loaded, 1 out. Padres scored a run in the first. Brewers trying to answer the top of the second. Godin working from the full windup to Jason Kendall. And strikes out Kendall for out number 2.
Nice job. Bases loaded, nobody out. And a sinker on the outside corner. Now you got to really concentrate because Looper's a guy that can swing the bat a little bit.
First one low for ball 1. 6 hits on the season and has picked up 5 RBIs. Up here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And hits it up the middle and into center. Fielder scoring, Hart coming in, throw by Gwynn to the plate. And Hart slides in safely. 2-run single for the pitcher, Braden Looper. Looper gets his 6th and 7th RBIs and gives Milwaukee the lead.
Just a little subtle thing. Looking for a heater. He short strokes it, hits it right back where it came from. And Tony Gwynn Jr.'s throw is strong, is right on the money, but just a little bit late. Corey Hart able to get around and score. before Blanco could put the tag on him.
Tony's throw made it a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Looper, just when he thought Godin was going to wiggle out of it, Looper screams one right past Godin for a 2-run base hit. Now Cameron and Looper on. And the top of the order, Felipe Lopez, who grounded to short to begin the game. Little flare to left. And that's going to drop and bring in the 3rd run of the inning. Cameron scores. Lopez picks up his 2nd RBI as a Brewer and his 27th of the season.
Well, the ball was up and in on Lopez, and he just fought it off in the left field. Yeah, just trying to work his hands to the inside, just kind of drops a grenade in the left field for a base hit that drives in the 3rd run.
All low to Counsell. Godin had a somewhat similar scenario not long ago here, July 16th against the Rockies. Bases were loaded, nobody out. Same spot in the order. He struck out Chris Iannetta and Carlos Gonzalez of the Rockies, but walked the pitcher Aaron Cook with the bases loaded to force in a run.
I was doing that game. I remember that. Yeah. That's what I mean. You put so much effort into making quality pitches. He made quality pitches against Hardy and Kendall, and Looper steps up there, and just the way he kind of took that first pitch, like it was a breaking ball first pitch, the way he took it. He kind of knew he was going to get himself a heater there, and he goes right back up the middle with it. And now Lopez singles to left, and you know, you got to get this 3rd out before the big boys get up there and Braun and Fielder again.
Also the 8th man to bat in the inning. And he's ahead in the count 3-1. Now been a 28-pitch inning for Godin, who's at 41 pitches for the inning and 2/3 he's been in. Pretty good hack. Counsell fouls it back in a full count.
Craig Counsell not real happy with himself on that 3-1 swing. Figured he was getting a fastball. Fouls it straight back.
Leadoff walk to Fielder began it. Then Hart and Cameron with base hits. Godin fanned Hardy and Kendall, but Brandon Looper with a 2-run, 2-out single. Lopez with the flare for a base hit. And now Blanco and Godin trying to figure out how to get out of the 2nd inning.
Well, 3-2 here. Looper and Lopez will get a running start here.
Looper the lead runner. And there is ball 4 to Counsell to reload the bases. And Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, trots out. Now 3 runs already in, but it could really get out of hand here if you're not careful. Ryan Braun coming up and Fielder waiting on deck.
So after the 2nd out, after he got Kendall to strike out, it's really been about working ahead. He fell behind Looper, he got a base hit. Fell behind Lopez, he got a base hit. Fell behind Council, he walked.
Couple of career grannies for Braun, who fly to right his first time up. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Left side and cut off by Headley. Offline. Safe and a run scores. Adrian thought he swiped the bag with the glove, but first base umpire Angel Campos did not buy it. But Black will argue. Well, another run is in, and the inning will continue for Fielder, but Padres can't get out of this inning.
Well, Headley's throw was up the line, and it's going to be close. I don't know if he got to the bag or not. See, Adrian definitely feels like he touched that bag.
Well, two things going on there. Number one, did Adrian touch the bag? And number two, it was very close to about the time that his foot got there. But I think Adrian, if indeed he touched it, got there just ahead of the foot of Braun. But Padres aren't going to win this argument.
Well, Adrian definitely thinks so.
An error will be charged to Headley on the throw. So here's Fielder, who began the inning with a walk. Mujica up in the San Diego bullpen. Before the trade, Mujica was scheduled as the starter tomorrow. And the acquisition of Clayton Richard will get the start, and Mujica now has a role as long man in the Padre bullpen.
Well, Mujica was he had his bat in his hand early today for BP. He was swinging a bat and was looking forward to getting an opportunity to start, and all that comes with that, which means taking BP. And unfortunately for him, back to the bullpen.
Fielder belts it into right center field. Lopez in, Council coming in, throw into second base. And it's been a 6-run inning. RBIs 90 and 91 for Prince Fielder.
That ball middle of the plate. Prince Fielder goes right back up the box with it. Drives in two. And the inning continues.
Hart takes down low. A 2-run single for Fielder. On taking third on an E8. That is the second Padre error of the inning. Hart, who singled earlier in the inning, takes high. Now before the Fielder base hit, Adrian chirping with Angel Campos, the first base umpire.
I don't think Angel was buying it.
Left field deep. Blanks over his head. One hopper off the fence. Drawn in. Fielder stopped at third. It's a double for Hart. And it is 7-1. Six in a row have reached with 2 outs here in the Milwaukee second, and that's going to be all for Chad Godin. This pitching change brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson, where we are always country first. And Edward Mujica will be the new San Diego pitcher. Offering a full range of loan and deposit products. Membership is open to all who live, work, or go to school in San Diego County. And in comes Edward Mujica.
You see his numbers, 2 and 4, and like Mark talked about, going into the long roll now. And you gotta stop the bleeding right here. You gotta get an out. Brewers have already put 7 runs on the board. And you're asking Mujica here to, give him some innings, get out of this inning, give the offense a chance to get them back into this. But
Cameron Singleton scored earlier in the inning and fouls it back. The 7 runs scored by the Brewers here in the second, the most runs they've scored in an inning this year now. The 7 given up by the Padres, the most they have allowed in an inning this year. 6 had been the previous high in each case. And it all blew up because of a 2-out hit by the pitcher.
Yeah. After having the bases loaded and nobody out. Punch out of Hardy, punch out of Kendall. Looper lined a 1-0 fastball right back up the box. And since then, another base hit by Lopez, a walk, an error by Headley, single by Fielder, double by Hart. And on the other side, I'm sure Milwaukee happy to see them bunching some hits together, because offensively, they had some guys in this lineup who were struggling.
No, it's missing, and it's a full count.
And Maka, I'm sure, happy to see them bust out offensively here and put some runs on the board.
He got ahead of Cameron 0-2 and walks him. The 13th man to bat in the inning is shortstop J.J. Hardy. Bases loaded once again with 2 down. He made one of the outs earlier in the inning. He struck out with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now he's up with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Yeah, this is one of those chances for the next 2 guys. Nobody wants to make 2 outs in an inning. Fielder, Hart, Cameron all got on the first time around and got on again the second time. Hardy's stepping up there making the first out in the inning. We didn't want to make the first and the last out. Looks like a pretty good pitch. Getting some fussing from the Padre dugout, too. Chad Gaudin thought he had a couple of pitches that he thought were strikes and didn't get the call.
Tim Cheetah, the plate umpire, and that's popped up. Does anybody see it? The shortstop didn't, but the left fielder Blanks does, and the top of the second finally comes to an end. 7 runs for the Brewers, 4 of them unearned. And they lead it by 6.
August 1st as we play the Brewers at 7:05 and get a free Padres t-shirt. Plus, enjoy the 6th annual Fiesta con los Padres with a post-game concert and pre-game Fiesta Village.
Free Padres t-shirts in the 6th annual Fiesta con los Padres presented by Walk Resorts, and stay for the post-game park at the park concert featuring Que Paz de la Sierra. Bottom 3 up, Blanco takes a strike. All right, Tony, here's the bad news. You just gave up the Padres a 7th spot, but it was the top of the second. It wasn't like it was the 8th or 9th. You got a lot of baseball to play here tonight.
Yeah, you gotta have some faith, and you just don't try to get them all back at once. You just try to whittle your way back into the ball game.
Up the middle, and there's the beginning. A base hit for Blanco to start the bottom of the second.
And that's how you do it. You put some good ABs together, and you see Henry Blanco going right back up the box with that ball for a base hit. A couple of picket fences, and next thing you know, you're right back in the ball game. So Edward Mujica's going to have to try to keep this Milwaukee offense in check, but you hope you can do some things offensively to get yourself back in it.
Shortstop Everett Cabrera on base at 341. With his first major league home run in Cincinnati a couple of nights ago.
He really swung the bat well. in Cincinnati, and from both sides of the plate. He was moving the ball around and showing his athleticism. And
right side, diving stop from a knee. The throw by Fielder. They get the out at second. Hardy had to leave the bag to get the throw and then got back to the base. They get the force of Blanco. Big fellow with some agility there.
Yeah.
Coming up with that one and getting the lead man Blanco.
See him bounce off that bag, and you see him with a nice sliding stop. And even though the throw wasn't on the money, Hardy still had plenty of time. You see him leave his feet. Going to flip that ball to shortstop, but Hardy had plenty of time.
Mujica laying the bunt down. And Looper over to Lopez. Mujica wastes a little time, gets the sac bunt down. First sac bunt for Mujica. Tony singled and scored in the first. How's it for him playing against his old team?
I'm sure he's fired up. He hasn't said much about it, but anytime you get traded, you like to show them what they're missing.
There is some irony, isn't there, that Tony was a part of Padres' history as a Brewer.
Yeah.
Now Trevor's a Brewer and Tony's a Padre.
Yep.
3-0. And a strike call.
Well, I can tell you, I talked to Hoffy before the game today, and I know it's kind of weird for him coming here and having to go left to the locker room instead of right.
That's belted to left center field. Ryan Braun to his left. Hauls it in to retire the side. Base hitting the man left on. We finish two at Petco Park. Here's Trevor. 7-1 Brewers. The top of the third inning, Mujica's first pitch belted by Kendall left field, and Kyle Blanks back to make the catch. One pitch, one out. We're pleased to be joined in the booth by Ashley Eckstein. Great to see you, and you're here to help support the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And the way to do it, or the way you guys have been doing it, is with this bat.
Yes.
are these numbers of bats that are autographed.
Yes, we have some of the team members as well as the cast of Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Which you are a part of?
Yes, I'm the voice of Ahsoka Tano on Star Wars The Clone Wars on Cartoon Network. And this is actually her lightsaber. It's David, my husband's bat, and they turned it into Ahsoka's lightsaber. And we're auctioning 10 bats on Padres.com. And all of the money goes to the Boys and Girls Club of San Diego.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Did
do
you
you feel like a Jedi?
I do. Some would love it. Now, prior to the game, you were on the field.
Yes, with 18 kids from the Boys and Girls Club. They won an award called the Youth of the Year. And we presented each kid with their own lightsaber bat. So, oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's from earlier. And we got some clone troopers out there. They came to striking my best Jedi pose. But, you know, they came to support the kids in the Youth of the Year. It's such a great award for these kids.
Now, I'm looking at some of the autographs on here. You mentioned some of the players, and, of course, your husband's and your own.
Yeah, we have Brian Giles, Chris Young.
Here's a Matt Latos.
Yeah, we have the voice of Anakin Skywalker, the voice of Yoda, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the voice of Padme, our director, Dave Filoni. And we'll just have the whole cast and some of the players. It's go to Padres.com, and you can auction, and the auction closes August 9th.
Very cool
all the
stuff.
money goes to the Boys and Girls Club.
So they have over a week then.
Yes, over a
August 9th.
week. And like I said, there's actually only 30 in existence. So if you're a Star Wars collector or a baseball collector, there are only 30. So it's a rare item.
And that's David's model bat?
Yeah, you know what? I don't believe it's his exact model. But it is.
I was going to say, Tony,
because he chokes up an awful lot.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
But Louisville Slugger, they donated all of the bats.
That's awesome. And I love the design that she ended up with. This is really cool.
Yeah, this is her exact lightsaber.
Brought to you in part by San Diego County Credit Union, your local financial partner for over 70 years. Brewers come in at 500, but third in the NL Central, just 4 games back. They had 90 wins last season, their most since they won 92 and 92 and made the postseason for the first time since 82. Well, this is kind of unusual. We were just visiting with his wife Ashley, and now here's David leading off the bottom of the third. And thanks very much to Ashley Eckstein for stopping by. And again, go online to Padres.com and hit on those bats, the Jedi-influenced bats.
I'm telling Ashley that David's bat's, I think, a little bit bigger than the one than the Saber.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's choking up a good 2 inches on this bat.
1-2 pitch to Eck. You notice Eck in BP, though? He doesn't choke up in BP.
He chokes up in the cage. I've seen him. He has a routine that he goes through, and he does exactly what he's doing here in the game.
Clubs it past the first baseman field and into right field. A leadoff base hit for Eck.
And that's what he does. He goes in the cage and works on that ball about letter high and tries to get on top of it. And here's a fastball away. You see him stay on top of that ball, work his hands to the inside, and hit that ball to right field. Nice piece of hitting there. He's been a good addition, I think, for the Padres, and they've really missed him when he was out on the disabled list, and now that he's back, hopefully keep that offense rolling.
Well, the 3-game winning streak for the Padres coming into tonight, coincidentally or not, has occurred with Eck and Blanco back off the disabled list.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
Adrian with an RBI ground out his first time up and takes inside. Adrian Looper gave a little look.
Yeah, I was going to say
both
pitchers have, the pitchers tonight, Chad Godin felt that way too. There, Looper thought he'd gotten maybe a pitch on the inside corner. Even though he's got a 6-run lead right now. Base hit to Eckstein, 3-0 to Gonzalez. The pitch count starting to add up here.
Adrian takes a 3-0 strike. His RBI in the first, his 60th of the season. Fielder. Hardy. Back to Fielder. 3-6-3, 2 outs. Second double play for the Brewer defense this year. Nobody aboard for Kyle Blanks, the left fielder. Good series in Cincinnati, so he comes in with a 5-game hitting streak. He walked in his first plate appearance in the first inning tonight.
Most major league teams, that's what they're going to try to do with Blanks. They're going to try to crowd him. And when I say crowd, I mean Looper's going to run that fastball, try to run it in on his hands. Run that fastball in on his hands and then throw him all speed. I think Kyle has gotten better here in the last couple of weeks, just being a little bit more patient.
High foul out of play to the right. Well, he mentioned after he hit his first big league home run that he felt a real sense of relief. And I guess if you're a guy his size that is going to hit home runs, until you get that first one out of the way, maybe that's a burden you carry, huh?
Yeah. I think that's what the Padres are going to expect from him. It's going to be a run producer. Guy can get the ball out of the ballpark. Witness him tonight being in the 4-hole. This past road trip, the home run he hit in Washington to tie the game in the 9th.
The strikeout. The second for Looper. And at the end of 3, Brewers 7, Padres 1.
question for tonight. Hey, who did Trevor Hoffman record his very first Padres save against? Chew on that one a while. We'll have the answer for you.
I just know I was there. Can't remember.
It came in 1993. That's the only hint we'll give you. Council leading off. Heart of the order for the Brewers in the fourth. Towards first. That is fair behind the bag. And Adrian with the toss to Mejica. Well, Trevor Hoffman saved his 500th game June 6, 2007 against the Dodgers. Right here at Petco. Got him looking. You know, there was a time before Suter, Gossage, Eckersley, fingers went in. But now there's a precedent where relievers are going in the Hall of Fame, and he's a sure thing, isn't he?
I would think so.
Sharply towards the hole. Everett to first. Dug out by Adrian, and a terrific play to rob Ryan Braun.
Everett Cabrera, strong throw. Ryan Braun, who can run. He's out in short left field. And he gets enough on the throw. Adrian Gonzalez picks the ball out of the dirt.
Nice pick by Adrian, and then going to get it started by Everett. You certainly understand why the organization loves what they have in Everett Cabrera.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a feeling when the year is over, you'll look at the move of.
That's whacked into the alley in right center field by Fielder, who has his second hit, and that's rolling all the way to the track, where it's cut off by Venable. And Fielder has his 25th two-base hit of the season.
Prince Fielder just short and quick to the ball. I mean, he hits this ball so hard. I mean, there's nobody there. See. And Prince is the big man, but he's pretty athletic. He can run a little bit too.
A two-out double.
As I was saying with Cabrera, at the end of the year, I think we're all going to look back and marvel at the improvement that he's made since the beginning of the year to the end.
Out of the shallow left center field, medium left center, caught by Tony. Forgot how many outs there were. The third out. We played 3.5.
We'll be talking about that later.
His first Padres save against, and the answer, Colorado Rockies, August 6th of 1993. Remember much else about that game?
I'm trying to remember. August 6th, that was my mom's birthday. Had some good things happen on that date.
Yeah, remember hit number 3,000.
Hit number 2,000 that day.
Base hit to right field for Chase Headley, who's 2 for 2. So August 6th been a good day overall.
Oh, yeah. I remember acquiring Trevor Hoffman as a young reliever with the Marlins. And he just had closer written all over him. You just knew he was going to be, our closer at some point that year, and he was going to go on to do it for a long time.
Foul pass first. Well, all right, here's a day today where Jake Peavy gets traded away. And let's not forget that when Trevor Hoffman was acquired, this organization gave up Gary Sheffield, and that was not a real popular trade, was it?
Nope, was not. And, that time, 93, I think it was, 92.
Left field, deep, and Venable goes opposite field and hits it out. Second straight game with a home run for Will Venable. 2-run shot, and it's 7-3.
That's nice hitting by Will Venable, going the other way with some pop. See, that ball's middle of the plate. He doesn't try to pull it. He goes right with it and drives it out of the ballpark. And that ball's way out the other way, not just a wall scraper.
And the Padres make it a 4-run game here in the fourth. Will's third home run, and again his second in as many games.
And back to what you were talking about, yeah, you're right. Gary Sheffield got traded, and now we got a young pitcher by the name of Trevor Hoffman that a lot of people didn't know, and he turned into the all-time save leader.
Strikeout of Blanco for the first out of the fourth. Well, Bob Scanlon mentioned it during the Honda Dealer pregame show. Braden Looper has had some issues the third time through the order. Now he's getting to the bottom of the order the second time through. The Padres have pulled within 4, and Cabrera trying to bunt, strike one. Pitch down low to Cabrera.
Mojica's come in and given them 2 shutout innings, and the Padres have cut the deficit from 6 to 4.
And will we see Trevor Hoffman tonight? We do not know as of yet. His first 2 saves came as a Marlin. One delivery to Cabrera. A fly ball down the right field line. Corey Hart still in fair territory when he made the catch for out number 2. Hoffman was originally with the Cincinnati Reds, and then the Marlins took him in the expansion draft.
The 4th pick for the Florida Marlins in the first round from the Cincinnati Reds organization, right-handed pitcher Trevor Hoffman.
Trevor Hoffman was considered a borderline, I guess, starting prospect, and they moved him into relief.
The expansion draft, November 17th of 1992. This one off the glove, and Mojica beats it out. It'll be an infield hit off the glove of Looper.
I'll have to laugh going back to to Trevor Hoffman in the expansion draft. The voice that you heard describing Trevor Hoffman, Keith Oberman.
And that was Bill White, right?
Yeah, Bill White
introduced it.
And then Keith Oberman was at ESPN then, going over what scouts said about Trevor Hoffman, and obviously they were wrong.
Tony takes down low.
I can't imagine him with those red legs. They couldn't pull their socks up.
By the way, Mujica is 2 for 2 this year with a sacrifice bunt, so he's still hitting 1,000.
I told you he was ready to go today. He had his bat in his hand at 325. He was ready to hit in BP today.
Came in 1 for 1 on the year. Tony has singled and scored and flying to left, 1 for 2. Inside and a 2-2 count. Tony Gwynn, who was originally a second-round pick of the Brewers in 2003. Towards the hole. The backhand, Hardy can't come up with, and into left field.
I think that's one of those plays where Hardy knew he was going to have plenty of time to get Mujica at second base. I'm not sure if he got the glove all the way down. Tony hits the ball hard, and just not sure he got his glove all the way down because he'd have had plenty of time to get Mujica at second.
Well, they scored a base hit.
If you're Tony Jr., you thank the baseball gods for that one. And you hope it turns into, maybe a run.
Make it hurt.
Make it hurt.
And is down low to David Eckstein, who has singled and sacrificed. 4 hits in the inning now for the Padres. Padres now actually out hitting the Brewers 8-7. And Bill Castro, the pitching coach of the Brewers, comes out. Looper up to 75 pitches.
With Mujica running at second base, it's going to be hard to score him. So here's one of those ABs where you hope David gets aggressive here and tries to pull something in the left center down the left field line.
Venable hit a 2-run homer earlier in the inning. Mujica kept it going with a 2-out base hit. Eck pulls it foul. Well, he had it on his mind.
He took his shot.
Gentleman couldn't keep a hold of his beverage and get that line drive at the same time.
So he tried to snatch that with one hand and keep his full cup of beer. Lost half his beer and didn't get the ball. Well, you can smile about it.
On the inner half, strike call.
My son and Prince Fielder kind of played together throughout the organization, so I know they're having a conversation over at first. There it is.
Left center field and a long run for Cameron. That ball's going to bounce all the way to the fence. Mujica and Gwynn score, and Eckstein into second with a 2-run double. We've got ourselves a ball game again. It's 7-5.
That's what you were hoping for, because the Brewers were shading Eckstein way over towards the line, and in the right center field, Mike Cameron way over in right center field, and he got something that he could pull, and there was nobody there. I mean, it's wide open out there. That ball goes to the wall, and the one thing I would be concerned about, though, is Eckstein really didn't open up and run hard, so he still might be having some hamstring issues.
Adrian, the tying run at the plate, takes inside. Well, the Brewers a 6-run lead entering this inning. They've not lost more than a 4-run lead this year. Padres have put up a 4 spot here in the 4th. Well, here we are now, Tony, though, 3rd time through the order for Looper. And Gwynn has singled the next time a 2-run double. Adrian, who picked up an RBI with a ground out in the 1st and grounded into a double play in the 3rd. 0 for 2.
Well, this is what you wanted. I mean, you didn't want to give up 7 runs, but you did. But now you've crept yourself right back into the ball game, and Mojica's job is shut down this Brewer offense, give the offense a chance to get back in it.
Sharply hit, and Lopez just a step and a half to his right from the outfield grass throws out Adrian. But the Padres sent 8 men to the plate and get right back in the game, scoring 4. Mid-game recap is brought to you by Murray Lampert Construction. If you need a custom-designed second story, room addition, or kitchen, call Murray Lampert Construction, winner of the 2008 Torch Award for Marketplace Ethics. 5th inning baseball. A 7 spot in the 2nd for the Brewers, with the Padres back in it, down 2 as Mike Cameron leads off against Mojica. Cameron came up twice in that 7-run 2nd. Singled and scored and also walked. He sent 13 men to the plate in that inning. All 7 runs scored with 2 outs, and 4 of the runs were unearned.
Yeah, ground ball to Headley. He makes a strong throw to first. It might be a different game right now, but didn't happen. And the offense has responded and gotten back within 2.
Strikeout at Cameron.
That right there was a pretty good pitch. The movement on that
Fell off the table.
it did. Take a look at that last pitch. Look at the bottom fall out of that. Cameron going right over the top.
Shortstop J.J. Hardy takes a strike. Well, Mujica needed only 7 pitches to retire the side in order in the third, and needed only 7 pitches in the fourth, facing 4 hitters, even though Fielder doubled in that inning. And Mujica is at 31 pitches, having worked 2 2/3 innings of relief.
And he's got a knock to boot and a run scored.
No 2 count on Hardy, who made 2 of the outs in the second with a strikeout and fly to left. He's got that breaking ball working right now.
He sure does.
Back-to-back strikeouts. Follow the road to Wintersville to Sequan every Monday and Wednesday now through August 12th and win a share of over $500,000 in cash and hot new Corvettes. Here's Jason Kendall. First pitch strike at 94 miles per hour. I have seen his dad Fred at a number of Padre games this year, so I would assume Fred is here tonight. I don't know that for certain. One and 2.
Dad Fred, original Padre. I always thought it'd be cool to be an original Padre. For that first team.
40 years ago.
Yeah, 40 years.
Venable into foul territory, watching the bullpen mound as well as the wall, and makes the catch. Kendall fouls out.
service that treats you like a king at Valley View Casino. Everybody knows your name. Joe, the valet guy, will welcome you. Hey, welcome, Mr. Grant, to Valley View. Appreciate it. The security guard will know your name in a good way, of course. But join the Players Club. Get a free lobster buffet. It's all happening at Valley View Casino, valleyviewcasino.com, where it's good to be king. It's good to be king, my people.
Bottom of the 5th inning from Petco Park. Mark Neely with Tony Gwynn. Padres got a run in the first. Brewers 7 in the second, with San Diego back in the game with 4 in the 4th. And Braden Looper back to the mound for the Brewers for the home half of the 5th.
See if the Pods can chip away again.
Kyle Blank's leading off.
One thing for sure, this game sure looks like it's going to be a game that's going to be decided by the bullpens. Looper working on his 83rd pitch right here. We're only in the bottom of the 5th. Padres already in their bullpen. Mujica has done one heck of a job so far.
Looper tying the knots, making sure he's ready to go. Well, if indeed this game is decided by the bullpens, that means there's a chance that it could be decided. And that's crushed. Watch this one fly into the upper deck. 5th for Kyle Blanks. This is a one-run game.
I told you, he's starting to get his sea legs. That's a nice, easy swing. And you see Kyle quiet, unassuming.
Here's a kid in his 33rd Major League game batting cleanup tonight and just smoked one out one of the deep parts of the ballpark.
This is just a short stroke right there. Try to sneak a heater in there, and boy, he was on.
Softly towards Lopez. We get Headley for the first time tonight. He had singled his first 2 times. Kyle Blanks. I don't think I've seen him hit any paint scrapers yet.
Well, he's got that kind of power. That's why the Padres like him.
Venable going after the first pitch, and Lopez, really, who had homered his last time up.
Well, here's one of those opportunities. I think Randy Reddy's going to get in their ear. Their new hitting coach is going to get in these young players' ear because, Looper has, where he was aggressive early in the game, now he's starting to mix in that changeup, mix in a little split finger. He made a mistake to Blanks, but he's come back to Headley, come back to Venable, soft. Tried to go soft there to Henry Blanco. Again, soft there, 83. The game it's back to a ball game now. It's a one-run game.
By the way, Blank's home run, 428 feet. So not quite the 451 feet.
I'm questioning
that. Last
Mark, I'm going to tell you, sitting at home.
That looked longer than 428.
451. That ball, to me, looked like it went further than 451.
Oh, in Cincinnati, you're saying? Oh, I don't doubt that one bit.
The 401 sign, that ball went in the second deck.
Here's where tonight's went.
I guess maybe I feel this way because I never really hit a whole lot of balls, really hit a ball a long way. But it's 401 in that corner, and that ball went in the second deck. And I'm sorry, 421.
You're thinking more like 430
something. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know how they do it today anyway. You don't have a satellite in the sky to tell you what the distance is, but see the 401 sign right there in the corner? That ball went in the second deck.
Behind the first section of the seats in the second deck.
Exactly. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying the 421. He's 6'6", 260. Give him his due.
High fly ball into left, and Ryan Braun. But the Padres chip away a little more thanks to the leadoff home run from Kyle Blanks. Whether it was 428 or 440.
Afternoon games and get 2 tickets for the price of 1 in select seating sections.
Wednesday, August 5th, 12:35 game. Another Padres 2-for-1 getaway day presented by Southwest Airlines. And enjoy 2-for-1 prices on tickets and Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs. Jody Garrett will lead off for the Brewers. He'll pinch hit for the pitcher Looper. And Jody, who was traded for Tony earlier this season. You know, with the exception of that deal, every other Padre trade, the Padres have gotten pitching back.
Yeah. And it's, again, you know, we talked about this earlier. Good pitching's hard to find.
Sharply to first, but taken on the bounce by Adrian to Mujica, who's now worked 3 2/3 innings. Mujica, that's a career high for him.
And he's done it pretty smoothly, too. I mean, the only base hit was a double by Fielder. And he's given the Padres exactly what they needed. Some shutout innings and gave his offense a chance to get back in the game. And
Tim Dillon, a right-hander. Looks like he'll be the new Brewers pitcher in the bottom of the inning. A strike to Felipe Lopez. The 5 innings for Looper. And he gave up 6 earned runs on 10 hits with a walk and 3 Ks and threw 93 pitches. And part of the story for Looper tonight was his 2-out, 2-run single in the second that extended that inning that led to the 7-run inning.
That started it. The bases loaded and nobody out. Dan struck out Hardy and Kendall, and with 2 outs, Looper singled up the middle, and then they couldn't get an out for a while.
There was an error later in the inning that caused 4 of those 7 runs to be unearned. But the Padres have scored 5 unanswered and trail it only by a run here in the top of the 6th.
Lopez had an RBI single in that 7-run second. He was 1 for 3. Just missing that inside corner. Plate umpire has not been given that. Tim Cheetah tonight.
Cheetah not given that inside pitch either side.
Eckstein. 2 away. Well, in that 7-run second inning, our Coors Light freeze cam, there was the throw by Headley, but did Adrian with the glove get to the bag? Very close. Angel Campos called Veron safe. That led to the 4 unearned runs of the 7.
Yep, 3-1 game at the time. Headley makes a accurate throw. The inning's over. They're down 3-1.
I'll say this for Angel Campos. That's one of those plays we've looked at the replay. It just froze it there, and it's still not definitive.
Yeah,
really.
it sure isn't. He called him safe and stuck to his guns. And unfortunately for the Padres, the Brewers added a few more runs to make it 7, but
the fielder followed that with a 2-run single. Hart followed that with an RBI double. Frank Counsell batting with 2 outs. Mujica, a big story tonight, keeping the Brewers where they are. His previous career high for innings pitched was the 3 1/3 when he was still in Indy on July 17, 2006 against the Angels. Let's issue a 4-pitch walk to Counsell. And that is dangerous, especially when you look at who's coming up. Ron with fielder on deck. That's going to bring Darren Balsley out of the dugout.
I think that's exactly what Darren Balsley wants to talk about here. He's been pretty solid. He wants to check on him, make sure he's all right, because the next 2 hitters coming up to the plate could hit the ball out of the ballpark. So
Joe Thatcher up in the San Diego bullpen. So that would tell me that one way or another, this is Mujica's last hit.
His spot's due up second when the Padres come up to hit. So
I would love nothing better than to have him in the inning right here. One.
That's what Mujica's been able to do since he's come in, is get ahead.
Reached on the error in the second. 0 for 3, but this guy's been red hot. 5 homers in his last 10 games. Got under that one. Shallow left center. Cabrera still going out, and Tony calls him off at the last moment to make the catch. So a walk and a man left on, and Mujica has been outstanding out of the Padre bullpen tonight. You can get an upper reserve ticket, a hot dog, and a Coke. All that for only $12 for any Friday through Sunday regular season home game. You can get your tickets early and save. Go online to Padres.com. Your hurler is a right-hander, Tim Dillard.
Tim Dillard just called up this week against made his debut on Tuesday against the Washington Nationals. He was pitching in Nashville in the PCL. Had 10 wins down there, and his job, much like Mujica's job, is to come in and shut them down, give them an opportunity to see if they can get him to Trevor Hoffman.
Been a starting pitcher in the minor leagues. Took the spot of the injured Seth McClung on the Brewers roster.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. The Brewers have gone through some pitchers this year. Supine going on the DL, and now here's Tim Dillard coming out of the bullpen. You just kind of knew this Brewer team would be able to put some runs on the board, but the question was going to be, were they going to have anybody who can get people out? And here lately, that hadn't been the case.
High chop. Dillard throws it past him, and now Cabrera's going to motor for second base. It should be a single and an E1, and there's the tying run at second base with nobody out here in the San Diego sixth.
Normally when you talk about when you're down 7-1 going into the bottom of the second inning, you talk about chipping away and getting back into the ball game. You see Cabrera chop this ball, and he really had no chance to get him out. And he throws a seed. He throws a seed to Prince Fielder, and he's unable to catch it. And look at the way hitters just have a way of sensing when they can get a base hit. See that ball get by Prince Fielder, and he gets himself in the scoring position.
But like I said, the error to Fielder. What? Yeah, it wasn't a great throw, but they do give it to Prince Fielder. So single E3 has put Cabrera the tying run at second. And Oscar Salazar batting for Mujica.
See Buddy Black probably going to let Salazar swing the bat here, because he could have sent Mujica up there to sacrifice and get him the third, and he didn't do that. He sent a pinch hitter up, so Salazar is going to try to drive this runner in.
They got the lefty up, Mitch Stetter. Salazar belts it towards right center field. That is going to tie this game. Cabrera scores. Salazar takes his spot at second. An RBI double, and the Padres have come back and tied it at 7.
Oh, Salazar got on top of that ball and drove it into right center field. It's a fastball up, and boy, he gets on top of that ball and drives it to right center field. Corey Hart did a nice job of getting this ball back in pretty quickly. And the Pods have come all the way back.
With some help from Mujica's 4 1/3 scoreless innings of relief. Top of the order. Reaction from Mujica. He's sniffing a win here.
Yes, that's right. He can smell a W. I like this cat and mouse game going on here between Prince and Tony. Expecting a bunt.
That's a foul, nothing at 2. Single to right in the first. And a single under the glove of the shortstop Hardy in the fourth for Gwynn tonight. Pull it to the right side and pulls it foul.
In this situation, you've already got the runners already in scoring position. And you want to get the job done, but with 2 strikes here, they play him like a left-handed pull hitter. Take a shot at left.
Spoiled a pretty good pitch there in that outside corner.
Yeah, that's exactly what he tried to do. Just poke that ball in the left field.
To the right side. Foul. Eckstein on deck. Inside to Tony. Four in the third innings. No runs, 1 hit for Mujica tonight. Career high 4 in the third.
He did a tremendous job for the Pods.
Staying alive.
Mixing stuff up. Fastball away, he fouled it off. Slider in, he fouled it off. The last pitch was a changeup, fouled that off.
Godin off the hook here and congratulates Mujica on his fine work.
Yep.
Time granted. A dozen hits for the Padres. After they had 11 yesterday in Cincinnati and 10 the night before that. 10 the night before that. 4 consecutive games, double-digit hits for the Padres.
Well, that's what I mean. These guys are starting to put some at-bats together here. Next time, Eckstein and Blanco both get back into the lineup. And guys, they put together some really good offensive games here.
And Tony continuing to spoil several of the 2-strike pitches here from Dillard. We've already seen 9 pitches.
It's a good at-bat here. Especially being down in the count 0-2.
Adrian watching from the dugout. And up the middle, a base hit. Salazar will be stopped at third. The throw in from Cameron, and Gwynn will take second. Well, not only a great at bat for Tony, but then he read the throw coming in over the cutoff man and took an extra base.
Again, it's a great at bat. Didn't try to do too much. Couldn't get the bunt down, so fouls off some pitches until he finally got something that he can handle, and he goes right back up the box with it. And this is what I'm talking about, aggressive base running. You see Cameron come up on that, and make the throw. Anthony saw the throw was high and goes on into second base, gets himself into scoring position. Picks up an extra 90 feet. And you can only do that if you're aggressive coming out of the box.
The time for the Subway $5 footlong fan poll and your chance to win Subway's Big Night at the Ballpark, a monthly Subway footlong feast. You can text Subway to 269-411 for your chance to win. At tonight's question, who would you like to see bat leadoff for the Padres? A. Tony or B. Everett?
That's a good question. I think eventually that's what Buddy Black, Randy Reddy, the Padre brass are going to have to decide. The way Cabrera could steal bases, I think a lot of people would think that, but
do you see Tony as a true leadoff guy?
I think he's that type of guy myself. And obviously I'm biased, so you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. But Cabrera's a guy who can steal bases, and right now, Anthony's the one who's got the experience at the big league level, but Cabrera is coming. He's really starting to realize that he could play at this level. So, eventually he might become that guy at the top of the order.
Well, nobody out in the inning. Dan did not make it out of the second, but the bullpen work and the offense have picked him up.
I don't know if we showed the fans at home him slamming the bubblegum jar, the bubblegum tray.
Nothing at 2. Right side of the infield is in for the Brewers. Third baseman Counsell in a few steps, but still behind the bag. We're back up for 2 strikes.
This is one of those situations, infield's in. You like to get a ball elevated, drive it to the outfield.
Inside, a ball and 2 strikes. Exec in the first, single in the third, 2-run double in the fourth. 2 for 2 tonight. Venables hit a 2-run homer.
Nice.
Scored that one.
Veteran hitters do you. He throws you that perfect pitch on the outer edge, and he's able to just get enough of it to foul it off.
The Brewers pitcher Tim Dillard at 21 pitches now here in the 6th inning. Janzak pulled foul.
Anthony just had a bat where he fouled off some pitches. Now Eckstein up there fouling off some pitches.
Brewers led this game 7-1. Padres have come back, tied it here in the 6th. Have runners at second and third, nobody out. The 1-2 to Eckstein. Center field. Cameron backing up, makes the catch. Runners tag. Throw's going to come towards third. Salazar scores the go-ahead run, and the Padres have an 8-7 lead.
Another good at bat. Eckstein got that ball up, drove it to center field.
3rd RBI of the night for Eck.
Yeah, that's a hanger. He wanted that ball down and away, and instead he got a hanging breaking ball.
With Adrian coming up, Brewers will lift Dillard. This pitching change brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson, where we are always country first. The runner at second, one out here in the sixth. Padres have reclaimed the lead. And the new pitcher is a lefty, Mitch Stetter.
Some good numbers. Opponent's hitting 168. 2-1 record. Right now, this is the guy that he wants to get. Kind of a three-quarter sidearm guy. Fastball slider. Fastball's going to be in the high 80s. Big, sweeping, breaking ball.
High strike, 1-1.
Wow.
He'd been 0 for 3. He picked up an RBI with a ground out in the first. His 60th run batted into the season. Check swing. Held up 2-1. Stetter with 17 straight outings without allowing a run from May 27th to July 8th. Ooh. 2-2.
Got that ball up to Adrian. If you're a left-handed hitter, this is where you want that ball kind of up in the zone a little bit.
Ooh, got him looking on the 3-2 pitch. As it turned out, the best pitch Adrian saw was the last one that he took.
And that's the only one that was kind of down in the zone, too. Big slider for a ball. Another one that was a high strike. One going away from him. Another one up in the zone, about 86. Slider away. And this one, he started right at him, and it ended up right in the middle of the plate. Got to give Stetter credit there. When he threw that breaking ball, he never really gave him one to hit until the last one. And the last one started right at Adrian. I'm sure Ken Maka's coming out and telling Mitch Stetter, hey, this is a guy that can hit the ball out of the ballpark here. You've just seen that, so you don't want to make a mistake.
And nobody up in the Brewer bullpen. Lights went deep his last time up. An inning ago in the fifth, leading off.
The sound. You can tell from the sound of the bat.
On the second deck. Middle left center. His fifth home run of the season. Stetter working on the first base side of the rubber. His arm angle, I'm sure, is tough for a righty as well as a lefty.
One thing you see is that he's not an overpowering guy. And fastball is going to be high 80s. It's the angle of the break on that breaking ball. And we saw that last one to blanks. It was kind of down and in.
This is inside, 3 balls and a strike. And the switch hitter Headley on deck. Full count.
McMahon with the flags. Left field, that is out of reach of Hardy, and here comes Gwynn with the third run of the inning. Kyle blanks, and the Padres lead it 9-7.
Well, nice hitting again. Blanks fooled a little bit, but see him out in front just a little bit, but he flips it in the left field just over the glove of J.J. Hardy. And here comes Junior.
Mujica is a man possessed tonight.
Well, he's pitched great. No question. He deserves to sit there and pull for his guys. He's got a chance to get a win now.
A career high 4 1/3 scoreless innings from Mujica tonight. His night of work finished. He also had a base hit and a sac bunt and a run scored.
Yep.
Pretty good night of work for a guy who in this game began at 7:05 had no idea that he's going to get into this ball game.
Yeah.
0-2's down in the dirt to Headley.
I told you, when he came out for early hitting today, he thought he was starting tomorrow's game. And then he realized he was going to have to go into the bullpen after this trade. And he gives him 4 1/3 innings of solid relief. Comes in with his team down 7-1, and now all of a sudden, and then gets a knock in the middle of one of these rallies. You got a chance for a W. So yeah, you deserve, Edward, to feel happy tonight. You've done a great job.
I'm sure he had built himself up, was looking forward to a start tomorrow, but a byproduct of the Peavy trade is that Clayton Richard will get the start tomorrow. And puts Mujica back in the bullpen. But in this game, you don't have time to fret.
Sure don't. And it's not over either. It's that you've clawed your way back from 7-1 and make it 9-7. And now you got to add on. And now, seats in the bullpen are going to have to do the job to give you an opportunity to get a W.
Headley singled his first 2 times up, grounded out his last, and has scored once. 9-7 Padres.
14 hits for the Padres tonight,
which is a season high for them here at Petco Park. Stetter watched Chase. Venable will be the 8th man to bat in the inning. And we'll get some activity going in the Milwaukee bullpen. Right-hander Chris Smith loosening for the Brewers. Williams smacked a 2-run home run opposite field in the 4th. Towards third, and the play is at third. Counsell kept his balance and gets the force out to end the inning. But the Padres pick up 3 and reclaim the lead. by MTS. Save gas, save money. Ride MTS to Petco Park. For more information, log on to www.sdmts.com. And by Ron Baker Chevrolet, your home for the Silverado Superstore. Padres leading 9-7 as we enter the 7th inning and make a double switch and bring in a new pitcher, Luke Gregerson.
Luke Gregerson coming in the game with a 0-3 record. Well, opponent's average hitting 224. He's pitched pretty good here the last couple of times out. And the Padres have a lead.
Gregerson's going to bat in the 5 spot, vacated by Headley, and the new third baseman is Kevin Kuzminoff, who will bat 9th.
Double switch action.
And waiting to greet Gregerson is cleanup hitter Prince Fielder.
He's swung the bat really good tonight.
2 for 2. With a walk, 2 RBIs, and he doubled his last time up. And he hits that one up the middle, and just like that, leadoff base hit. Three-hit night for Fielder. 3 of their 8 hits for the Brewers.
Next time playing him the pole, he just bounces that ball up the middle.
Doing the wee Willie Keeler. Hit them where they
hey, nothing wrong with that. You're the Padres, hey, you'll take that.
Having a little problem getting the batting gloves off. Corey Hart takes a strike. He's still fighting that. He's got him off. Moving around.
Gregerson, he's done a nice job here. I thought he did a really good job on this last road trip.
Strikes out Hart with the slider, 1 gone. Well, Edward Mujica and Jose Lima. How about the reactions in the dugout from the 2 tonight? Mujica's been emotional. A career high 4 1/3 innings from Mujica tonight. No runs, a hit, 2 walks, 2 Ks. In fact, he had as many hits, 1 as he gave up.
Yeah. And he scored 1 more run than he gave up.
Mike Cameron has singled, walked, and struck out. Makes a strike on the inside corner. If you're just joining us, you have missed an interesting first 6 innings.
Yeah.
Padres scored 1 in the first to take the lead. Brewers 7 in the second. And the Padres have been fighting their way back. 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. And just retook the lead with 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Now the Brewers batting here in the top of the 7th.
We talked in the open about the offense breaking out, getting some extra base hits. They've done that tonight. A couple of home runs, some extra base hits, some good base running. But up to this point, their bullpen has been tremendous.
Everett strikes out. I don't think for a moment he realized that was strike 3. Gregerson, his last appearance in Cincinnati on Tuesday night, he went 1 inning, faced the minimum 3 hitters, struck out 2, and needed 9 pitches.
Yeah. And that's what the Padre bullpen tonight especially has been able to do, is throw that first pitch strike.
There's another to J.J. Hardy. In fact, that night on Tuesday, it was Gregerson, Adams, and Bell in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And perhaps they're set up for that again tonight. Eck makes the flip to Cabrera, and after the leadoff hit by Fielder, Gregerson
retires the next 3. Bottom. Store with 4 locations. Check out fandiego.com. The ceiling fans go to Fan Diego. And during the 7th inning stretch, our Fan Diego fans of the game. 32,588 on this Friday night tonight. Great crowd here at Petco Park. Chris Smith enters the game for Milwaukee.
Oh, you see the opponents hitting 220. 24 hits, 13 walks, 20 punch outs.
Seven, 8, 9 for San Diego. Nine runs, 14 hits, 2 errors for the Padres. 7, 8, and 2 for the Brewers. Each team has stranded 6 men on base. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. Henry with a single in the second.
Fastball's going to be in the low 90s. Seeing the slider the last 2 pitches. Little curveball, changeup.
Two and two. He strikes out Henry to begin the bottom of the 7th.
Just one of those at bats where he just was not going to throw him a fastball. He was going to make him hit that breaking ball. And slider away, slider out of the strike zone.
First year in the Brewers organization for Smith, who was with the Red Sox. Just a little bit in the big leagues with Boston last year. He's a California guy from Apple Valley and played 3 seasons of college baseball at Cal Riverside. Rivera has singled, scored once, 1 for 3. His base hit led off the rally in the 6th.
Change it.
And that fans Everett 2 down. Kuzmanov will bat for the first time.
And here's that changeup. The ball kind of worked its way away from Cabrera.
Well, we have some cheeseheads here that have made the trip from the Badger State.
Got the Robin Yount jersey.
Strike on the inside corner.
So Kuz had a pebble inside his batting glove.
Here's Smith threatening to make quick work of the Padres here in the 7th.
And with the right-hander, Smith is pretty much stuck with the slider. He might give you a little bit different angle with it, but he just really hadn't thrown any fastballs to right-hand hitters tonight. He's just thrown the slider.
Fair past third, down the line and left. And Kuz, who has been red hot over the last week, doubles in his first at bat of tonight.
I'm not quite sure what that pitch was, but whatever it was, he tried to come in. With a little changeup, he tried to come inside. Kendall wanted that ball away, and Kuzmanov lines it down the line for a double.
How about the 9th spot of the batting order for the Padres tonight? 3 for 3 with a sac bunt. A couple of doubles, an RBI, and a couple of runs scored.
Yep.
Top of the order not doing too bad. Tony, 3 hits, 3 runs scored.
His last at bat, he fouled off some pitches. He did a great job. Base hit to center.
Shallow left field. Hardy giving way to Braun, and the left fielder making the catch. Padres strand their 7th base runner. Will move to the 8th. 9-7 San Diego. answer. During a batting practice, this Brewer power hitter hit an upper deck homer at Tiger Stadium at the age of 12. And the answer, of course, is Prince Fielder, because I don't think Mike Cameron and Ryan Braun had dads that played for the Tigers. Still, to hit one in the upper deck, old Tiger Stadium, age 12, that's
big
pretty
lead.
prodigious. Here comes Mike Adams for the 8th inning.
And you see his numbers. He's been tremendous. And Padres in a situation where they're exactly where they want to be. Gregerson in the 7th, Adams in the 8th. Hopefully Heath Bell in the 9th.
Kendall's shortening up and taking inside. Fouled out his last time. Kendall's also struck out and flied to left.
See Henry Blanco trying to get Adams. Come on now.
Eight, 9-1 for the Brewers.
Exactly right. You already know you're going to have to go through the heart of that Brewer lineup one more time.
Kendall in the pitcher spot. They have Frank Catalanato to bat for Chris Smith next. That's already more pitches out of the strike zone for Adams than he threw in his entire last outing. On Tuesday in Cincinnati, he went 1 inning, struck out the side, threw 11 pitches, 9 strikes. And a 4-pitch walk to Kendall. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, we talked about it tonight. Mojica, Gregerson, both working ahead, coming out throwing first pitch strikes. And now Kendall steps up there and walks on 4 pitches.
Well, the fireworks, the residues, got a fog over Petco Park.
Where are these fireworks from?
From across the bay, we're told.
It looked like a smoke bomb went off in here.
Catalanato pinch hitting. And there's a strike from Adams.
Well, you hope that this fog is not going to come into play for the outfielders here.
I believe from that direction towards the bay. Definitely seeing the lights. That heavy smoke. 2 balls and a strike. Adams struggling with his command here. Adrian going for the lead man. And gets Kendall.
There's no hesitation right there by Adrian either. Catalano can run a little bit. And you see Adrian, no hesitation whatsoever. He was getting the lead dog there. He gets Kendall with a strong throw.
You get the force out of Kendall. 1 out. Top of the order now, though. Felipe Lopez. A recent acquisition from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Singled in a run in the 2nd.
Good pitch. Changeup.
Make it 0-2.
Good arm action. You see that arm come flying forward like that, and you can't help but think that that's a fastball. And instead, it's a changeup, 83 on the outside part of the plate. That's a really good pitch.
Got Lopez looking. On a fastball. 2 down.
This high cheddar right here. Nice frame job by Henry Blanco. Felipe Lopez, no way thought that was a strike.
I would have thought that was a tad high.
High or outside.
Third baseman Craig Counsell walked a couple of times. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Came in tonight with a 12-game hitting streak. Well, this may be his last opportunity to try to extend that streak.
Well, you hope it is. Top of the 8th inning. You got a 2-run lead.
Slicing foul. Counsell with 4 homers on the year. 2 of them have come during his 12-game hitting streak.
Again, it's a big out because of the guys on deck.
Right call, 1-2.
Ryan Braun. After him, Prince Fielder.
There goes the runner. And Blanco lost the handle. So a steal for Catalinato. Fourth stolen base of the season for Catalinato. First make that for Catalinato. Did he? Strike 3. Well, Adams now has not allowed an earned run in his last 16 2/3 innings. That's going back to June 19th. Bullpen had Rib buffet now for only $10. Mike Adams, I think, through the 8th, so now we go to the bottom half. Lefty in for the Brewers is R.J. Swindle.
Yeah, he just was recalled Monday from Nashville. Last pitched on Monday against the Washington Nationals. 4 2/3 innings. 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And again, you're talking about a guy whose fastball is going to be high 80s, low 90s, big sweeping breaking ball, 3/4 action.
Eck leading off. Out of the order for the Padres in the 8th. That's a typical Eck type of night, huh? Sack bunt,
Yep.
sack fly, 2-run double, single. Back behind the plate, Kindle. Just a couple of rows back.
Yep, we're going to pick up the paper tomorrow and see it. Right now, 2 for 2. But if you're here to watch him do his thing, he dropped a sack bunt in the first inning after Anthony Jr. was on second base, got him over to third. He got a base hit to lead off an inning, a double to drive in 2, and then a sack fly after being down in the count. Steady Eddie just goes about his job. I think this is, one of Kevin Towers' good moves he made during the winter. And I'm sure they hope they can keep him. They hope he wants to stay here.
Center field and Mike Cameron. Went out in the Padres' 8th inning. Henry 0 for 4, knocked in the first run of the game in the first inning. Belted down the right field side. Just missed getting it out near the short porch. And he'll chug into second with a double. I tell you what, he was within a foot, maybe 2 of a line drive out to the short porch.
Well, Corey Hart, he had no chance of getting there to try to make a play, and I think he thought this ball was going to get out of here. That's a hanging slider on the inner half of the plate, and Adrian's right on it. He just hits a line drive that a foot higher. He got his 29th homer, but and now Adrian joins the hit party.
How do you keep that ball fair?
He works his hands extremely well. And here's the ultimate compliment right here. Kyle Blanks getting the intentional walk.
Kyle, who's homered tonight, knocked in 2, walked once. Pitcher spot next, so Luis Rodriguez in the bat for Mike Adams. A 2-on-1 out for the pinch hitter Luis Rodriguez.
A little insurance is not going to hurt.
Now, you're not kidding with Braun, Fielder, and Hart due up in the top of the ninth.
A little insurance is not going to hurt.
Ball one is outside.
Padres offensively tonight has been a really good night. 16 hits. Even down 7-1.
There's hit number 17 into right center field, and Adrian will add to the lead. There's some insurance.
There you go.
10-7 San Diego.
Tell you what, if you're Buddy Black, you gotta like what you've seen tonight. 7-1, it would have been understandable to just kind of wait till tomorrow night, but these guys haven't. Luis Rodriguez not trying to pull that ball, going right with it, just lines it into right center field. Kyle Blanks, you see Adrian coming around the score. Kyle Blanks easily getting the third.
Well, the 17 hits is a season high. The 10 runs equals a season high. Second time this year the Padres have hit 10 runs in a game. The other time was the final game before the All-Star break in San Francisco. Two-run homer in the fourth for Will Venable. The 17th time here at Petco that they've scored 10 or more.
He took a lot off that breaking ball. It was kind of a hanger, but it was only 70 miles an hour.
Will probably thought this ball was never going to get there.
See him snap that wrist over, and you see that little pause. He tried to get his foot down and pause to wait for that ball, but he was still a little bit out in front of that.
It's shoveled to second. The first safe and run scores. So Blanks comes in with the second run of the inning and makes it a 4-run lead. Third RBI of the game for Venable.
Will Venable getting down that line. But watch how he has to pause to wait for this ball to get there. And that's a good flip by Lopez. Hardy tried to turn the double play, but Venable just too quick, able to beat it out.
Well, no longer a safe situation. So they have Greg Burke up in the bullpen. Heath Bell was getting loose. Looking now like we'll see Burke to begin the top of the ninth.
Look at Will Venable trying to wait on that slow breaking ball. Trying to set his foot down and hold his ground. Able him to kind of get a running start and beat that double play ball.
Shortstop J.J. Hardy. Going out Blanco. Padres add 2, but 3, 4, and 5 coming up. And when you paid the lowest price on your new furniture, that's Jerry's price. Our best seat winners tonight. Well, even though it's not a safe situation, I think Bud Black thinking, hey, with Braun, Fielder, and Hart coming up, no messing around here. Let's go right to Heath Bell.
And not only that, but, you know, he got him up. And you might as well bring him in the game. You see the numbers, 25 saves, opponent's 194. And you're right, he's got to go right through the heart of this lineup. And Braun, Fielder, Hart, Cameron. Yeah, let's not take a chance. Let's put our best guy out there and see if he can close the door and get us a victory.
Ryan Braun 0 for 4. Reached on an error and scored in their 7-run second. The Padres scored a run in the first to lead 1-0, with the Brewers 7 in the second. Padres 4 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth to take the lead back, and 2 in the just completed eighth. One line into center field. And Ryan Braun has his first hit of the night, a leadoff ninth-inning single.
Oh, you talk about a short stroke. This ball's elevated a little bit, and boy, he just short strokes that right back up the middle. And it is amazing in this game how if you make a mistake up, it's amazing how guys always seem to hit it.
Fielder chased one down and in. Went after a first pitch curveball.
I think he was looking for a first pitch fastball, but got a first pitch curveball.
Three for 3 tonight with a walk is Prince Fielder. Knocked in 2. Bounced up there and back to the screen, and a wild pitch advances Braun down to second.
It just looked like he overthrew that. Here he tried to backhand that ball. Ricocheted off his chest protector.
Fielder with the 3 for 3 has bumped his average up to 310. 25 home runs. This was a couple of years ago, 2007, when he led the National League with 50 home runs. Towards third, Kuz with the catch at the shoe tops.
We were talking about Prince Fielder earlier, and to me that's what makes him a much better hitter now, as we've seen that tonight. He isn't afraid to go the other way. This is a fastball that's up, and look, he gets on top of that and lines it the other way. It just happened to be at Kuzmanov. He makes a nice sliding catch.
Brewers needing base runners, and Hart trying to bunt his way on, fouls it.
I think at this point in the season for the Brewers, they got to go away from this game scratching their head if they lose this game, up 7-1. Statistically, they're one of the better starters in Braden Looper pitching. He scored 7 runs in the second inning. They haven't scored since.
Fastball fouled back. 0-2.
Came into this game at 500.
Tomorrow the Brewers throw right-hander Mike Burns, just called up from AAA, though Burns has had big league time previously in his career with Houston, Cincinnati, and the Red Sox. And Clayton Richard, just acquired today in the PB deal, will make his debut. Runner heading for third. And Cabrera throws out hard. Braun on the move with the pitch. Advances with the Brewers down to their final out. Now to do the pregame show on the air tomorrow at 6:30. Again, Burns against Clayton Richard. Mike Cameron, 1 for 3 with a walk. Breaking ball outside. He's throwing a lot of curveballs here in this ninth inning.
Guys late in the game. He'll be sitting on that heater. He mixing in that breaking ball.
94 up high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Let's make them think about it. Braun hit a single up the middle on a fastball. Fielder lined out on a fastball.
Foul back. Padres an out away from their 4th consecutive win.
You wonder what he's thinking right now. Taking a look up at that scoreboard, seeing themselves down 7-1. His troops kept fighting.
Right field, Will Venable. And the Padres down 7-1. Come back and win it 11-7.